Look at my jewelry all over my body. It shines and I love it. I'm the richest woman in the village. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear grand juries and respectful audience, have you ever heard of the story of a large lake located on the island of West Java, Indonesia? Local people call it Situ Bagendit. It's like a person's name, isn't it? That's right. So here's the story. Please listen carefully and imagine you are in the middle of them. One morning, a woman named Nyai Bagendit stormed open the door of her house, revealing the sight of all the poor locals desperately begging for her help. Look at my jewelry all over my body. It shines and I love it. I'm the richest woman in the village. So please, when will all of you ever stop annoying me? Don't you all know how precious my wealth is to me? Go away and don't come near my doorstep. Nyai Bagendit slammed the door right after. Ladies and gentlemen, Nyai Bagendit was known amongst the locals for her wealthiness, whilst also having a stingy and arrogant heart. She was also known to love throwing parties as a way to flex her wealth to the fellow locals. But even with her uncountable money, she was never willing to help people in need. Whenever anyone begged for her help, Nyai Bagendit would coldly refuse. Nyai Bagendit, please help us. We can't pay our debts. We have to pay today, otherwise our house will be taken away, begged her neighbor. Well, it isn't my fault that you aren't able to pay it, isn't it? So go away and find your own money, you poor neighbor, Nyai Bagendit said arrogantly. Because of this, her neighbor ended up disliking her behavior. However, there was nothing they could do about it. Until one day, Nyai Bagendit decided to hold a party. She was doing a known habit of hers, flexing her wealth to the invited guests. But all of a sudden, a beggar dressed in ripped and dirty clothes came in uninvited. Nyai, please offer me just a bit of food. I've been starving for days. The man spoke. Nyai Bagendit became furious upon seeing the pleading beggar. I will never give any food to you, you filthy beggar. Get out of my house. The man felt disheartened upon hearing her words. You don't have to kick me out. I will leave if you can pull out my stick. The man stuck his stick into the ground in front of Nyai Bagendit's house. Are you underestimating me? Of course it's easy, said Nyai Bagendit arrogantly. Ladies and gentlemen, time passed, but Nyai Bagendit was still unable to pull out the stick from the ground. Nyai Bagendit called all her servants to pull out the stick, but no one succeeded. It seems that your strength is not great enough. Look, I will pull out this stick, said the beggar. Grabbing with his bare hands, he successfully pulled it out without effort. The crowd filled with gasps as water came flowing from the place where the stick was positioned. Everyone was trying to reach for safety, reaching for a high place. Nyai Bagandit, this is your punishment. These waters are made from the tears of the people who are suffering from your deeds. You and all your possessions will drown in the water. After saying those words, the man disappeared. No, not my prized possessions, my house, my belongings. Panic had filled her thoughts. What will I do without these? She screamed, hoping for the flood to stop. But it was too late. She drowned helplessly in the water, sinking lifelessly with her belongings, forming a lake now known as Situ Bagandit. I hope this story can serve as a lesson for all of us to not be greedy with our things. And as for the end of this story, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.